Hello students, in today's video we are going to see few questions based on the applications of linear equations. This is from chapter 1, exercise 1.4, question number 2. In a competitive examination, 1 mark is awarded for every correct answer, while 1/4 mark is deducted for every wrong answer. A student answered 100 questions and got 80 marks. How many questions did he answer correctly? Use Cramer's rule to solve the problem. So read the question carefully, then frame the linear equations. Then see the method specified here and solve the linear equations. So first read the question carefully, frame the linear equations, then just see the method specified here. So here in this question, Cramer's rule. So you have to use the Cramer's rule to solve this problem. So first let us define the variables x and y. So what is x here? How many questions did he answer correctly? So let x be the number of questions answered correctly. Y be the number of questions answered wrongly. We don't want y because the question is how many did he answer correctly. That means they asked only x. First we are going to frame the equations. A student answered 100 questions. That means he answered all the questions. So that means total number of questions he answered is equal to 100. That means the first equation is x plus y is equal to 100. But he did not get 100 marks. He got only 80 marks. Why he got only 80 marks? Because there's some negative marking here. So every correct answer he gets 1 mark, and 1/4 mark is reduced, deducted for every wrong answer. 1/4 mark is deducted for every wrong answer. So some questions he went wrong. That's the reason he got only 80 marks. So for the correct answer, positive correct answer, you get 1 mark, and wrong answer 1/4 is deducted. Because it is deducted, it is negative. He has got only 80 marks. That means some questions he went wrong. So the wrong questions is getting minus 1/4. That means x minus 1/4 y is equal to 80. So we have framed two equations and there are two variables. So we're going to use the Cramer's rule. To use the Cramer's rule, we need delta. What is delta here? The coefficients. So the coefficients of x and y. So it is 1, 1. Second equation 1 and minus 1/4. You can also write it as, you can just change this. You can also write it as 4x minus y is equal to 320. Okay, or you can write as it is. So delta is 1, 1, 1 minus 1/4. So you know to expand this determinant. So multiply minus 1/4 minus 1, that is equal to minus 5/4. It is not equal to 0. Only if it is not equal to 0, Cramer's rule can be applied. So delta is not equal to 0. Now we have to find delta x. So how do you find delta x? First column, that is the first column here is 1, 1. You have to replace it by the constants. What are the constants here? 100 and 80. So we have to replace this by 100 and 80. The first column 1, 1 is replaced by the constants 100 and 80. So multiply now 100 into minus 1/4, that is minus 25, isn't it? 100/4, that will give you 25. So it is minus 25 minus 80, that is equal to minus 105. Then we have to find delta y. So how do you find delta y? The first column as it is 1, 1. The second column of delta is replaced by the constants. The second column is replaced by 100 and 80. So now expand this delta y. How do you expand delta y? Cross multiply 1 into 80, 80 minus 100, that is equal to minus 20. Now you can apply the Cramer's rule. What is the Cramer's rule? X is equal to delta x by delta. Delta x is minus 105. Delta is minus 5 by 4. So minus 105 by minus 5 by 4. That is equal to 21 into 4. That is equal to 84. That means he answered 84 questions correctly. The question is only how many questions he answered correctly. That's the question here. So we need to find only x. What is the y? Y is not asked. You can also find y. Y is equal to delta y by delta. So delta y is equal to minus 20 by minus 5 into 4. That will give you 16. So 16 questions he answered wrongly. So 84 he answered correctly. So 16 wrong answers. Okay, 16 he answered wrongly. So this is not asked actually, it's not necessary, but we're just writing this. Now we move on to the next question. A chemist has one solution which is 50% acid, another solution 25% acid. How much each should be mixed to make 10 liters? How much, that is, you have 50% acid and 25% acid solution. Two solutions are there. So we are going to mix them. X liters of 50%, Y liters of 25% acid solution. Together we should get how many liters? 10 liters. So first equation is x plus y is 10. X liters of 50% acid solution, Y liters of 25% acid solution to be mixed. So x and y, x plus y will be equal to 10. That's the first equation. Okay. After mixing x and y, total you will get x plus y. Isn't it? X and y, if you mix, you get total x plus y. Now the question is, x plus y should have 40% acid solution. So 50% of this x plus 25% of y, we should give you 40% of x plus y. But what is x plus y? It is equal to 10. So 40 into 10, 400. So second equation is, you can divide by 25. 25 when you divide, you get 2x plus y is equal to 16. The total solution, the final mixture should have 40%. The total mixture is x plus y. It should have 40% of the acid. Total mixture should have 40% of this. So 50%, 50 by 100 of x plus 25 by 100 of y is 40 by 100 of x plus y. But x plus y is 10. 50x plus 25y is equal to 400. Divide by 25. So you get 2x plus y is equal to 16. So we got two equations. So we are going to use the Cramer's rule to solve. So delta is equal to, the first equation is 1, 1, 2, 1. So 1 minus 2, it is minus 1, not equal to 0. Cramer's rule can be applied. So delta x, what you should do for delta x? So delta x means the first column should be replaced by the constants on the right hand side. The constants are, first equation it is 10, second equation 16. So write 10 and 16. The second column as it is. The first column is replaced by 10, 16. And multiply, expand this determinant. 10 minus 16 is equal to minus 6. Now we have to find delta y. So how do you find delta y? The second column of delta. Delta is this. Second column is 1, 1. You have to replace it by the constants 10 and 16. 10 and 16. So replace the second column by 10 and 16. So now cross multiply 16 minus 20, that is equal to minus 4. So Cramer's rule is x is equal to delta x by delta, that is minus 6 by minus 1, that is equal to 6. Minus 6 by minus 1, that is equal to 6. Y is delta y by delta minus 4 by minus 1, that is equal to 4. So 6 liters of 50% acid and 4 liters of 25% acid should be mixed to get 10 liters of 40% acid. So 6 liters of 50% acid and 4 liters 25% acid should be mixed to get 10 liters of 40% acid. Now we'll move on to the next question. Question number 4. A fish tank can be filled in 10 minutes using both the pumps A and B. And pump B can pump water in or out at the same rate. So pump B has a special property. It can pump in or out. If pump B is inadvertently run in reverse, then the tank will be filled in 30 minutes. How long would it take to each pump to fill the tank by itself? So there are two pumps A and B. That pump A takes X minutes and pump B takes 5 minutes to fill the tank. Now it will take X minutes. The pump A takes X minutes to fill the tank, full tank. So in 1 minute it will fill 1 by X of the tank. See, for example, if a person A takes 2 minutes to do one work. Okay, 1 minute he will do how much work? Half work. So this concept you are using. In 2 minutes if he does one work, in 1 minute he will do 1 by 2 work. So suppose a pump A takes 2 minutes to fill the tank. So in 1 minute it will fill half, isn't it? So in 1 minute it will fill 1 by X. So pump B takes Y minutes to fill the tank. So in 1 minute it will take 1 by Y of the tank. So in 10 minutes, so 1 minute 1 by X of the tank. So in 10 minutes it will fill 10 by X of the tank. In 10 minutes B will fill 10 by Y of the tank. So 10 by X plus 10 by Y will be equal to the full after 10 minutes the full tank is filled. It is 1 means a full tank. In 10 minutes it will fill the full tank. That's what is given. 10 minutes it will fill the full tank. So 10 minutes 10 by X plus 10 by Y is equal to 1 full tank. So you can divide by 10, you get 1 by X plus 1 by Y is equal to 1 by 10. So then 10 minutes it will fill 10 by X. Similarly 10 minutes it will fill 10 by Y of the tank. Together they will fill the full tank. That's why it is 1 here. Similarly 30 minutes the full tank is filled. It's a full tank. In 30 minutes a full tank is filled, but B is running in reverse. That is, B is pouring out the water. That is why we put the negative sign. So 30 by X, the same concept here, 10 by X plus 10 by Y, because here 10 minutes. But we put a negative sign here because pump B is pouring out. So 30 by X minus 30 by Y is equal to 1. Divide by 30, you will get 1 by X minus 1 by Y is equal to 1 by 30. Now, because X and Y are in the denominators, we can take 1 by X as A, 1 by Y as B. If you take 1 by X as A and 1 by Y as B, it will be easy for you. So what will happen in the first equation now? 1 by X is A. So A plus B is 1 by 10. Second equation, A minus B is 1 by 30. So 10A plus 10B is equal to 1. 30A cross multiply, 30A minus 30B is equal to 1. So the first equation is, first we have to find delta. So what is delta? The constants we have to take 10, 10, 30 minus 30. So cross multiply, minus 300 minus 300 will give you minus 600, not equal to 0. So Cramer's rule can be applied. Now we have to find delta A. That means you have to replace the first column by first column is replaced by the constants 1 and 1. The first column is replaced by the constants 1, right hand side constants 1, 1. So you'll get 1, 1 here. Now cross multiply, minus 30 minus 10 minus 40. Now we have to find delta B. Delta B means the second column is replaced by 1, 1. Okay, so 10 minus 30 minus 20. So Cramer's rule can be applied. What is the Cramer's rule? A is equal to delta A by delta. Delta A is minus 40 by delta minus 600. So that will give you 1 by 15. B is delta B by delta. Delta B is minus 20 divided by delta. Delta is minus 600. So that will give you 1 by 30. Now we have to find x. What is x? X is equal to the reciprocal of a. We have taken 1 by x as a. So x will be, bring a here, 1 by a. 1 by y is b, bring b here. So y is 1 by b. So x is the reciprocal of a. That means you get 15. Y is the reciprocal of b. That means 30. So pump A takes 15 minutes to fill the tank. Pump B takes 30 minutes to fill the tank. Okay. Now we move on to the next question. A family of 3 people went out for dinner in a restaurant. The cost of 2 dosai, 3 idlis and 2 vadais. The cost of 2 dosai, 3 idlis and 2 vadais is 150. The cost of 2 dosai, 2 idli and 4 vadai is 200. 5 dosai, 4 idlis and 2 vadais is 250. A family has 350 in hand and they ate 3 dosai, 6 idlis and 6 vadais. Will they be able to manage to pay the bill within the amount they had? So we have to find the cost of 1 dosai, 1 idli and 1 vadai. Then you have to multiply 3 into that cost, 3 into x, 6 into y plus 6 into z. You have to add all that and check whether the family can pay the bill or not. So we should know the cost of the dosai, vadai and idli. So let x be the cost of dosai and y be the cost of 1 dosai and y be the cost of 1 idli and z be the cost of 1 vadai. So first one, cost of 2 dosai, 3 idlis, that means 2x plus 3y plus 2z is 150. What will be the second equation? Cost of 2 dosai, 2 idli and 4 vadai. So 2x plus 2y plus 4z is equal to 200. 5 dosai, 4 idli and 2 vadai is 250. So delta we have to find. We have to use the Cramer's rule. So let us find delta. Delta is the coefficient, that is 232, 224, 542. So expand this determinant, 2 into cross this row, cross this column, 4 minus 16. Minus this place you have to put a minus sign. So minus 3 into 4 minus 20 plus 2 into 8 minus 10. Minus 12 into 2, that is equal to minus 24. Then minus 16 into minus 3, that is plus 48. Minus 2 into 2 minus 4. So minus 28 plus 48, that will give you 20. So now we have to find delta x. So what is delta x? We all know now the first column of delta should be replaced by the constants. So you will get 250, 150. The first column of delta x is replaced by the constant. So 150, 200, 250. Second column 324 as it is. Third column 242 as it is. So 150 into 4 minus 16. 150 into 4 minus 16. Minus 3. This place you have to put a minus sign. So minus 3 into 400 minus 4 into 250, that is 1000. Plus 2 into 800 minus 500. So 150 into 4 minus 16 minus 12. 400 minus 1000 minus 600. 800 minus 500, 300. So 150 into minus 12 minus 3 into minus 600 plus 2 into 300. 150 into minus 12 minus 1800 minus 3 into minus 600, 1800 plus 600. So you will get 600. Now we have to find delta y. So how do you find delta y? You have from delta, the second column should be replaced by the constants. The second column of delta y is replaced by the constants. So now expand this. So 2 into 400 minus 1000 minus 150 into 4 minus 20 plus 2 into 500 minus 1000. So that will give you 400 minus 1000 minus 600 minus 150, 4 minus 20 minus 16, 2 into minus 500 minus 1200 plus 2400 minus 1000. So when you subtract these two, you will get minus 2200 plus 2400 will give you 200. So delta Z is equal to, so delta Z, what you should do? The third column is replaced by 150, 200 and 250. So from delta, the third column of delta, that is 242, is replaced by the constants 150, 200, 250. The second column as it is. First column and second column as it is. So now multiply 2 into 500 minus 800. Then here minus 3 into, cut this row, cut this column, 500 minus 1000 plus 150 into, cut this row, cut this column, 8 minus 10. So we get minus 300 minus 3 into minus 500 plus 150 into minus 2. So minus 600 plus 1500 minus 300. So minus 900 plus 1500 is equal to 600. So the Cramer's rule is x is equal to delta x by delta. That is delta x is equal to 600, delta is 20. So 600 by 20, that is equal to 30. Y is delta y is 200 by 20, that is equal to 10. Z is 600 by 20, that is equal to 30. The cost of one dosa is 30, one idli is 10 and one vada is 30. So the family is buying 3 dosai. The family is buying 3 dosai, that is 3 into 30. And the family is buying 6 idlis, that means 6 into 10. And 6 vadai, that is 6 into 30. So 3 into 30, 90, 60, 180. That means the bill is 330. They have 350 in their hand. So 330 is less than 350. That means they can pay the bill. They will be able to pay the bill. That's the question asked here. So if the family has 350 in hand and they buy 3 dosai, 6 idlis and 6 vadais, will they be able to pay the bill? Yes. This cost is coming to 330 only. This cost is 330 rupees. That means they can pay the bill because they have 350 in hand. So they can pay the bill. Thank you.